After serving for 25 years in the United States Air Force, I went back to my hometown, El Paso, Texas. While I was transitioning out of the military, I had a phenomenal opportunity to serve for a nonprofit organization called Endeavors. And ever since my retirement from the military, I've been serving for Endeavors. Endeavors is a long-standing national nonprofit organization that really focuses on serving vulnerable populations. And in one of our lines of services is we support through Veteran Supportive Services. And the line of work that I focus on under Veteran Supportive Services is making sure that veterans and their families have accessibility to mental health care, housing programs, wellness programs, life skills support groups, and quality accessible just wellness programs that we provide through all our communities in Texas and also throughout other 17 states in the United States to include Puerto Rico. With my PLP is one of the things that Endeavors focuses on is again providing quality and accessible care to veterans and their families. In November of 2021, on Veterans Day, we opened up our first of our kind Veteran Wellness Center. So it's a state-of-the-art Veteran Wellness Center that really compromises to be able to bring the 6 pillars of wellness and focused all under one roof. So through this concept, it's the first of its kind Veteran Wellness Center in the country. You know, one of my focus was how can we find other communities throughout the country where we can place and build other veteran wellness centers. So my PLP is really focused on identifying communities throughout the country where we have large pocket of veterans in our target population that needs these services through our wellness model and for us to be able to provide these services all under one roof. And the way that I'm doing it is really starting with veteran needs assessments where we collaborate with other nonprofit organizations that are in this space and we conduct comprehensive veteran needs assessments so we can identify what are the top needs of veterans and their families in these communities. And based on the information that we receive from the needs assessment, then we conduct a marketing analysis and zip code analysis to see where potentially can we look at either building a brick and mortar facility or partnering with existing partners to be able to bring our wellness concept and wellness component into these wellness centers. So far, you know, we've been extremely successful in through the Veteran Wellness Center that we have in San Antonio, Texas. And just here next week, we're going to break ground for our second of our kind Veteran Wellness Center in El Paso, Texas, where we actually bought 10 acres. We're building a 42,000 square foot facility where the Cohen Clinic's also co-locating with us there in El Paso, and multiple other veteran service organizations that also focus on serving veterans will also work inside this Veteran Wellness Center. So this model is working, right? You know, we do call it a Veteran Wellness Center, but for us, it's a suicide prevention center where veterans and their families and active duty service members and their families can come to this wellness center and get an array of services all under one roof, from physical health, mental health, acupuncture, we have a headache doctor, and attorneys that help veterans and their families through legal issues. We have a full ADA compliant gym where anybody can work out. We have a coffee shop. We have a community room where veteran service organizations in the community can come together, either enjoy a wellness class, a yoga class. We're gonna have a soccer field. We're gonna have a basketball area, a walking, running trail, so the neighborhood can take advantage of it. So it's this wellness component that we're building so the community can take advantage of and utilize our services for veterans and their families. We also just finalized a veteran needs assessment in Jacksonville, Florida, where we collaborated with Combined Arms and the University of North Florida to conduct an extensive needs assessment to find out what are the top needs of veterans and their families in Jacksonville, Florida. So that's the first step that we're taking also in Jacksonville, Florida. Our goal in the next 3 years is to build 4 to 5 veteran wellness centers throughout the communities in the United States. But it's a process, and where I'm focused on in my PLP is to identify where can we potentially build these wellness centers so veterans and their families can have access to wellness programs that we offer through our wellness model. The Veteran Leadership Program has tremendously assisted me by allowing me to really capitalize on my idea and the processes that I'm using to assist Endeavors in identifying locations where veteran wellness centers can be built so we can continue to serve veterans across our communities, and my network has expanded. So that's, you know, one of the things that I'm taking away from this phenomenal leadership program is the level of connections that I've been able to make with like-minded people that have a vested interest in serving the veteran community and their families as well, which is very important. You know, all the scholars that I've been able to come in contact with our current class and also with the alumni, they share similar experiences and having that passion and that drive to continue to give it their all to serve veterans and their families in different areas of services scope, from financial assistance, from transition assistance, mental health assistance, you know, employment assistance. But it all comes together because this network of alumni will continue to do phenomenal things throughout the country to continue to serve our veterans and their families.